In this video, I'm going to break down, react, and review Jessie Mueller singing She Used to Be Mine from Waitress the Musical. So, let's sing something. La la la! If you are new to my channel, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon because I come out with a new video every single day teaching you how to sing. Yay! Now today I'm going to go over the vocals of Jessie Mueller singing She Used to Be Mine from the musical Waitress. Now I've already done some other videos from the musical Waitress, so you're welcome to head on down to the link below and binge watch. That's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And just like any other video, I'm going to break down her vocals, kind of tell you how she's doing, what she's doing, and how you can do the same thing too. You can print out a version of that by heading on over to vocalfreebies.com, click on cheat sheets, and then click on Jessie Mueller or click on the cast of Waitress, because I have a few in there. Print it out, come on back, and follow. Okay, I'm hoping I don't cry, because I love this song.
It's not simple to...
Wait, that's Sara Bareilles. Okay, we're starting off with Sara Bareilles, just so everyone knows, right? Can you tell I haven't seen this?
say most days I don't recognize me, though it's true I was never attention's sweet center. I still remember.
Oh, they cut a section out.
She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine.
Now, I wonder what key this is in, because if they're going to switch over to Jessie, the Broadway version of this song is a different key. It's actually higher than Sara Bareilles' version of it, the original version of it. So I wonder which key it is, if it's in the Broadway one or if it's in the original one. Now, as far as Sara, vocally wise, she's a little bit more pop. She's actually quite a bit of Broadway, truthfully. She has a lot of emotion in her voice that you don't normally hear so much in mainstream music, but she's got quite a bit in it. But the difference that we're most likely going to hear is that when Sara is singing, it's a little bit more straightforward of a tone. There's a little bit of a riff, but there's less of a character voice choice. Whereas normally you would hear the beginning of the song and it would almost be as if it's an inner monologue and they're speaking and notes are attached to it. Whereas when we're doing it a little more mainstream, it's not going to have that feel quite as much.
Do you like to sing? Then you should join my Facebook group. We go live with vocal warm-ups, singing Saturdays, warm-up Wednesdays, and even our monthly group challenge with all sorts of prizes. Click the link in the description below and join our creative community of singers just like you.
And it's not what I asked for. If I'm honest, I know I wouldn't give it all back for a chance to start over and rewrite an ending or two for that girl that I knew who was reckless, just enough, who gets hurt, but who learns how to toughen up when she's bruised.
So right there is a great example of what I was talking about. Who learns how to toughen up? It's like she puts a little more grit and a little more pain in it. She's also choosing to make certain phrases a little bit shorter and more in that spoken tone rather than what Sara did. So if you even closed your eyes and didn't even see the acting difference, you could hear the vocal difference of putting more character into that song rather than a little bit more of the mainstream. Now, both are beautiful. Absolutely. I'm not really necessarily picking one or the other, saying one is better than the other. I'm just helping point out the difference of when you are singing a song and you're doing something that's a little bit more mainstream of a version, you're not going to put quite as much character into it as when you're doing something that's actually on Broadway.
And that's used by a man who can love. And then sugar stuck can be scared. The life that's inside her getting stronger each day. So quietly reminds her to fight just a little to bring back the fire and rise. This big goal used to be
Wow. Okay. She's about to hit that note again. I want you to take note for the note, of how unhinged her jaw is. Mine. It's not mine. Mine. And it's more of a ma-ine and not so much of a mine. She's also sitting down into her body quite a bit. Character-wise, she's purposely adding kind of this dramatic pulse to it. I like it. I feel like it might be a little over the top, but then again, we're not actually in the musical itself. We just kind of picked a piece out of it, so it could also be that it's like out of context, but definitely creating that space for that big belty note.
used to be She is messy, but she's kind.
Beautiful switch to falsetto.
She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie.
So you could tell right there with that inner monologue where she's cutting off, beautiful pie. It's like so small because you're really feeling into what she's saying rather than projecting it all the way.
She is gone, but she used to mine.
Now, I've taught this song to a lot of students, and it's actually one of my kind of favorite songs to sing at like open mic and things like that. Now, one of the questions that I get a lot for people who want to learn how to sing it is, how do you relate to it? How do you put that emotion and that character into it? So what the trick is to kind of attach to a song that you don't necessarily have the exact same circumstances in your life, is to find the baseline of that story and then figure out where in your life you can connect to it. So the baseline of the story is really finding out that you have lost who you used to be. Maybe in your life you used to be someone that was more confident or someone that had more courage, and then now things have happened and changed that affected you for it, so to speak. So finding something in your life that you can relate to, and I'm sure we can all relate to something in our lives that changed who we initially wanted to be, and that's not who we are, or a circumstance that changed, and that's what you would tap into. That's what you would sing this song about. And so when you're up on stage and you're performing it, you're thinking of that, and you're putting the subtext of that into it, so that way your audience feels it. Doesn't mean you have to have had that exact same circumstance as that storyline. Love this musical. Go ahead and click here for my free downloadable cheat sheet on how to sing like the cast of Waitress. Click here for all my musical theater related videos, and if you are a singer, come hang out with me in my Facebook group. The link is down below, and I will see you in the next song. La la la!